going on, everybody? This is Paul here with Religym, and today's video is going to be a little bit different than videos that we've done before. Usually we're doing technique videos or mobility videos. Well, really this is going to be a technique video, but more for your mind and your thought process. So PJ Nestler, someone that I look up to a lot, put up a video the other day talking about how we can change simple words to change our outlooks on that. And to paraphrase a little bit, his main idea was, instead of saying, I don't have time for something, we put things off all the time. Instead of saying, I don't have time for this, change those words to, it's not a priority of mine. And so, he brings up different ideas with that, but that really struck a chord with me. And so I wanted to kind of visualize a map for that and use that as a concept to check my own priorities and make sure that my actions during the day are aligning with those priorities. So I came up with 3 lists that I'm starting to put myself through, and I encourage you guys to do the same list. So pause this real quick, grab a piece of paper, whatever you need to make a list on, and we're going to make some lists and see if our actions are aligning with our priorities. So first list that we're going to make, what I did. So this is yesterday. And so just think back yesterday and make a list of things that took time out of your day. So one of the choices I made was I slept in. Usually I wake up early to do my mobility and meditation, which we'll get into later, but I chose to sleep in, and that was a decision that took some of my time. You got the norms, work. We had some good stuff happen at work, so our boss decided to take us out to eat instead of eating my meal prep food. So that was a choice I made. Everyone plays video games, scrolls through Instagram and Facebook. How'd you find this video? Let's be realistic. That takes up a lot of our day. Studying, training clients, I went to class, and I worked out. So go ahead, pause this now, and make that list of things that took time out of your day. Yesterday. We'll go off yesterday since it's close, and who knows what time you're watching this, right? So, next list. What I put off. So these are things that you consciously decided, you made that choice and said, you know what, I don't have time for this, when really we should be saying it's not a priority of mine. What things did you put off? I already went over mobility and meditation, and like I said, instead of eating my general meal prepped food that I know is exactly what I need for that day to get ready for training, I decided to go out and eat. So now, third list, priorities. Write down, in general, I put 5. 5's a good number. What are your priorities, right? And now this can be as broad, like mine, or as focused as possible. You could put this into just fitness. So maybe you just want to get stronger, or you just want to be faster, you just want to lose weight, you just want more mobility. So whatever those priorities are, go ahead and write them down. So I have family, happiness, fitness, education, and helping others. So those are the top 5 things that I like to do that make me get to where I want to be. Those are what I strive for every day. So now, here's where these lists are going to get important. So we have what we did. Now we need to analyze what we did, right? So I'm going to use green checks for good that align with my goals, and red checks for don't quite align with my goals, right? So I slept in. That's a big, bad negative, right? That did not help align with my goals. Work, family, it helps provide for my family, so I'm going to go ahead and take that, right? It's also educational for me, and working with the military, it is helping others. So I'm going to go ahead and put a green check there. Went out to eat. Well, that's not helping my fitness at all. It might be helping my happiness a little bit, because eating is definitely a hobby of mine, but realistically, it's not aligned with my goals. Phone games, you could again make the argument it's happiness. I'm going to go with no, right? Same with phone scrolling. My Instagram and Facebook is filled with people like PJ Nestler that I really look up to. So some stuff like that is educational for me. It helps me with my fitness and helping others because I get to share those things. But again, that's time that I'm going to consider wasted, right? Studying, that's solid. That goes with education. Training clients, helping others, and working on my own personal fitness. Class, that's education, working out, fitness. Right, so we have some red, but what is that, 4 to 5? We're doing okay, right? So now, things that we put off. We're going to do the same thing here, right? I put off my mobility. That goes with fitness, right? So I'm going to go ahead and give that an X. Meditation. So meditation doesn't really fit into a specific one of these categories, but I'll tell you what, it definitely helps my fitness. It extremely helps my happiness. And we generally try to do those as a family between me and my fiance. So family, that would also help. So putting that off is a big fat negative. Meal prep foods, like I said, that's not helping my fitness at all, right? So those are all things that I put off. Now, if we're really trying to live and spend our time aligning ourselves with these priorities, it's a lot more red than it is green, right? So we're going to use this to not only see what we did wrong, but analyze it and process it and find better ways that we could have spent our time to align with our goals, right? So instead of sleeping in, I definitely should have not slept in and done my mobility and meditation. So I consciously see that that is not aligning with my goals, and what did I do? Today, I woke up early, I did my mobility and meditation, and I feel great because of it, right? Went out to eat. That was a more isolated incident. People that know me know I'm pretty strict with my nutrition, but I could have, instead of even finding that middle ground, right? I wanted to go out and I wanted to celebrate with my team because what we did was awesome, but I probably could have something that fit my macros better and fit into the nutrition plan that I had. So that's something I could have done. Phone games, phone scrolling. How could we spend our time better on that? Using the same thing, right? I'm already on my phone, right? I have that time. So I know with my schooling, a lot of stuff's online now, right? I have tons of practice material, homework that I could be doing that's multiple choice, stuff like that I could be doing instead of playing those phone games, right? And try to make it into a game. Let's see how high I can get on this pretest, right? So now we're working on our education, right? And that's much better than just scrolling aimlessly through Facebook, things like that. Everything else was pretty solid, right? So now we can really analyze that, and using P.J. Nestler's technique the next day, when I'm sitting there thinking about, man, I really want to sleep in today. Think about, what am I putting off? Mobility and meditation, or waking up early to go for a run. That's not a priority of mine. Well, wait a second. That is a priority of mine. Fitness, happiness. These things make me happy. Sleeping, yeah, it also makes me happy. But what is the better option? And make that choice. So then the next day, we're going to sit there and analyze our choices again and again and again. And so what I want to see you guys do is take this, and this is what I'm going to personally do too. Take this and analyze it, right? How many red X's do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We got 7 red X's. That is a horrible 7. One of my priorities is going to be writing better on a whiteboard. All right, 7. How many greens do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right? That is not good. So what I want to challenge you to do is get this to 80% green. So what is that? 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 5 out of 12 is just a little under half. So I'm going to go ahead and say 45%. I'm going to challenge myself that by the end of, give it a little time to sit in, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, even a month, I want to get this number to 80%. And I challenge you guys to do the same. So use these tools every day. Make this quick list. It takes 5 minutes tops, right? And does it align with your priorities? Yes, because it's helping me accomplish my priorities. Make this list at the end of the day. What did I do? What did I choose to put off? What are my goals? And how close am I to making it completely sold on those goals, right? So the one finite thing we have in this life is time, right? We can't buy more time. We can't do anything. When we go, right? So we only have so much time to accomplish our priorities and make this place a better place. Or whatever our main goal is, whatever your why is, you only have so much time to reach that. So make sure you're not wasting time sleeping in, going out to lunch when you know you don't need to. Whatever these things are that are not aligning with your priorities, make them align with your priorities. And of course, we're humans. This is never going to be 100%. It might be for a day, it might be for a week, but that's not realistic long term. We're going to try to get it there, but settle for that. That 80% is going to be much better than my 45, right? So choose to do this. And I want to see what your guys' thoughts are, and I want to see if you guys get results off of this and how much better you feel about yourself. Because I know I started this yesterday, I already feel much better about today than I do yesterday. And if I can continue that path, how quickly am I going to reach my priorities and reach my goals, right? So let me know how that works out for you. And please get back to me with any comments, any ways that you think we can make this better. Let's make ourselves better through this, right? As a community, as that fitness community, let's build ourselves to be better humans, better athletes, and better people by aligning ourselves with our priorities and our goals, all right? And again, huge shout out to PJ Nestler. If you guys don't know who he is, I'm going to tag him underneath you. If you guys are into fitness, you need to be following this guy. He's amazing. So huge throw. Thanks, man. Appreciate everything you do. All right. Take it easy, everybody. Have a good rest of your day, and let's see if we can make some progress. Later, guys.